I don't even know where to start because Marian meant such a lot to me and I loved her so much that I don't feel like I can do it justice, anything that I say about her. The thing that I thought of when I was wondering what to say about her in this video, I was listening to a Switchfoot song and some of the lyrics really seemed to stand out to me and I was like, yeah, that's Marian. In verse 2 it says, I'm living for more than just a funeral. The chorus said, life is short, I want to live it well. One life, one story to tell. And that was just Marian. She was just living for the Lord all the time.
She meant a lot to me. I was very sad to see her go. She was one of the best and most kindest people in the church. She had a lot of faith. I liked her relationship with Nigel. I was hoping that she would get healed so that Nigel wouldn't be Marianless. But I'm glad that she is now happy in heaven with all our other friends up there and Jesus. So I'm looking forward to seeing her again in heaven. She helped with Uganda ministries a lot, and the church isn't the same without her.
One of the things I remember best about Marian was how easy she was to talk to. I remember one particular drama in which it began with Tracy very angry at a text she had received, and all Marian said was one simple question, and that was all she said in the drama, but it completely turned around Tracy's mood entirely, and that's how I remember Marian. She could completely change a day with one question or one statement, just one simple thing, and she was just so easy to talk to. She would listen and she would respond very simply or very complicatedly if necessary, and it's just something I remember very clearly about her personality was she was great at talking and great at listening. And she didn't have loads to say necessarily, but she was still able to make a massive difference.
I remember it was always very inspiring when Marian would talk at the front because she was very passionate in what she said, and it was a real inspiration to the whole church, I think, and she always became extra Scottish.
Whatever I can say now won't really do Marian justice. There was just too much to say, too much she did for us, too many talks, too many great memories, but I'm going to try. When I think of Marian, I think of her talk on colanders. I think of playing cheat in Uganda where Nigel would always win. I think of the church walk on the church weekend where we got lost and ended up in a field of cows and ended up running away from them. I think of all the times she would just listen to you. There was never a time she would judge or you felt you couldn't speak to her. I remember one particular time I was like, but what will people at church think of me and what will people at school think of me? And Marian just said, you need to stop caring about what other people think and just focus on Jesus. And she would do that. She just, with short, simple lines, she could turn around your whole perspective. That's what she meant to me, was she was someone who was always there, always caring, always looking out for everyone, and there's no one like her.
Probably the first time I met Marian was in Doug Ratcliffe's living room, and she was really friendly to me, and I was quite nervous at that point, and it was one of those summer open houses, and that was kind of it. She made me feel welcome, and I'd only just moved up to North Wales at that point as well, so that was nice. The next memorable time I met her was when she was dressed as a banana in just outside Kingdom Crafts, and I felt that she was doing it for the kids, and she was helping evangelise, and she was just kind of helping spread joy just by being dressed as a banana. It was just a really lovely time. I remember just going up to her at Llandudno Food Festival and just saying hello,
My earliest memory of Marian is when I was little and I did a jigsaw in their flats that I used to own on the seafront. And I've always loved Marian, and she's always been there in my life, even in the distance. More recently, she's been a mentor and a friend to me. We used to go out for ice cream together and eat lots of it and talk. And she reminded me a couple of years ago about who I am and who I needed to be and what man I was waiting for. And so when I met James, she helped me check against my godly man list, and he fit, so that was good. But no, we're married now, and she was really happy for us. Another thing I love about Marian is the fact that she always supported me in my baking, and commissioned me to make her a lemon meringue pie, which she shared with her family. To me, she was a friend, an auntie, a mum in Uganda, and she was someone who got passionate about everything and wasn't afraid to tell the truth.